Hello guys, so today we're going to review some art supplies that I bought from Mango, which is in Nexus Mall in Seawoods-Darave. When I went to the mall, I was just flabbergasted at the amount of things there were in there, and I bought a lot of stuff. So today we're gonna see what I bought. So let's unpack it. You can see there is more stuff in there. I'll slowly tell you what I bought and explain what is the use of it also. I'll also show some like my past works and what to understand what the idea of what I'm thinking of making. You know, if it makes sense. Okay, so everything is out. Let's start with the canvases and surfaces. So the first thing I bought is BRUSTRO Artist Watercolor pad. It has 12 sheets of watercolor, which is, as you can see, 300 GSM A4 size, and it's 100% cotton and cold press. Means it's gonna have a medium texture, not too rough, not too smooth. That is what cold press means. 100% cotton means it's gonna absorb the paint and the quality of painting is gonna be really good. Always try to get the highest percentage of cotton because you don't get the same effect with cellulose papers that is available in the market. Of course, buying 100% cotton papers is gonna be a lot expensive than cellulose paper because it's harder to produce, I guess. And this is made in Italy, as you can see. So yeah, this is my first time getting a 100% cotton paper. I like to use hot press paper or smooth surface watercolor papers from my work because I do mixed media work, which is using pencil colors and poster colors as well. So pencil colors need a smooth surface to work on. So this would be not my go-to paper if to say, but it's still manageable. I tried to look for hot press paper which is smoother, but I couldn't find it. So in 100% cotton, so I just went with this. So this is watercolor papers I got. This paper is glued from one side, from here, as you can see, and the papers are like a book. When you are done painting with one paper, you can just peel it off and remove the paper and continue with the next one. This is my first time getting a watercolor paper pad, else I get my paper pre-cut. The next thing I bought is this canvas, which is stretched on wood, which is harder to find where I live because all the canvases I get is these types of canvases, which is made pre-primed and made on cardboard. So I never tried wooden canvases, so I bought a wooden canvas. I took a small size because I usually paint portraits and I don't have much idea about what to paint in backgrounds, so I like to keep it simple. This canvas is pre-primed, but still I like to use a first layer of acrylic so it smoothed out the surface for the rest of the painting. I'll show you one example. Here are two paintings that I made in canvas. As you can see, this one has a very smooth blending and it looks very natural and the skin looks very smooth. But when we compare it with this one, you see that the colors are patchy and the skin looks very rough. It looks like crayons because I forgot to do an underpainting under this, but I did a yellow underpainting under this one. You can see it through here. There's a little spot peeking out. So yeah, this is the difference. That's why you should do an underpainting even though you have a primed surface. Here is another example of the painting I made in canvas. The background and the foreground is made of oil paints, while the flowers, this rose is made, or peony is made with oil, and this one is made with acrylic. I traced it with tracing carbon paper, which left a dark mark that I can't hide. So never use carbon paper for these tracing. Just use like normal pencil, graphite paper, or just rub pencil behind any normal paper to transfer the drawing. So yeah, also I'm going to paint over this oil painted flower because I want to achieve this cool tone flower look, but the all my oil painting flowers are very warm toned, which I don't want that. So for this painting I bought some acrylic paints as well from the store. This is 4341 pink. It's a beautiful pink. It's dark. I bought white 478 white standard. I bought this salmon pink 65, also a very beautiful light pink. And I bought this maroon 253 maroon. It's a very deep maroon and very interesting color. It's good to have a lipstick this shade. It's hard to find, but it's a beautiful maroon. And for the background I also have this sky blue 63. So done with the paints, and this is another canvas I got. This one is made plain cardboard. And another interesting thing I got is this wooden panel. It's unprimed, and it's gonna be an interesting surface to paint with, like acrylic or oils. It's gonna have if you are making something that's gonna show your background, it is a great choice because the wood texture that shows in the background is gonna look great. And I've never tried this before, so I thought let's give it a shot. These are a bit expensive as well, but this one was 1685 and the canvas one was 220. So the canvas one was expensive than the wooden one, but I think both are well. So done with the surfaces. Now we're gonna move to the next part. Let's keep it aside. I also bought this air dry terracotta clay. There are many things you can make with terracotta. There is a place called Shantiniketan where terracotta handicrafts are sold, and it's very famous there. You can make earrings, jewelry boxes, or jewelry, etc. with this. So yeah, this is very handy. This costed me around 365. A bit costly, but good deal. The other thing I bought is this Winsor & Newton art masking fluid. Now what is a masking fluid? Masking fluid is used when you want to cover an area and leave it unpainted while painting the background. So you can paint the background easily without thinking about accidentally spilling into the foreground. So masking fluid is very helpful in that case. But this is very expensive as well. It cost us 710 rupees. And since I have one more masking fluid, it's from another French company, but that one doesn't work well at all. So I decided to go with the Winsor & Newton one. These have a special mechanism to open so that the thing doesn't dry up. You need to press it down and then twist. This is what it looks like from inside. If I leave it out for well enough time, this is gonna dry out. I'm gonna see it. It is rubber when you dry it. It smells horrible though. Never use a good brush while using masking fluid because it's going to ruin your brush. Always use the cheapest or brush that you don't care about so that you save your precious brushes. The time to dry masking fluid differs from company to company. The previous one I bought dried too fast that I couldn't apply even. This one takes a bit of time to dry, as you can see. So this one works better because I can actually apply it to the surface before it dries. Let's close this. Paints, masking fluid, terracotta. This is the next section. I also bought 2 long brushes, one with rounded edge and one's plain round. These both are for acrylic and oil painting, as you can see, and the long handle helps us to paint from afar, like if you're working on an easel, etc. These are firm and synthetic, so you can have a good control of paint in them. These are not supposed to hold water, so working with like watercolors, if you want to have a lot of control while you're working with watercolors, you can use them. But if you want to work loose, then I wouldn't recommend you using these brushes. The masking fluid has still didn't dry up completely. It's basically rubber when it dries up, as you can see. It has a horrible smell. These are the other things I got. I got 4 Winsor and Newton watercolors, 1 white pen and 3 markers. The colors I got for in Winsor Newton are PAYNES GREY, Indian Red, Indigo and Permanent Rose. The markers I got are white, silver and gold, and this is just a normal white pen, so you can achieve thin lines through the pen and thick lines through the marker. I'll show you the swatches of these in the next part. Thank you. I got these 3 markers, gold, silver and in white, and I love these work on any surfaces. Let me show you guys. Let's start with the gold. Actually you need to like push it down to make the ink flow, but I've already tried that, so I didn't record it, so sorry for that. Here is the gold one. Here is the silver one. And to show the white one, I have to actually turn the page because of course this page is white, you won't be able to see it. I've already swatched it, sorry. Oh my god. White one is not working right now, as you can see. I can only get water. Let me try again by pushing it further. Okay, I think it's working now. So as you can see, the white one doesn't work as well. Let me just mix it and try last time. still it didn't work. So it worked well in the first time, as you can see, but it's not working now. I don't know what happened. We'll see that later. And the other thing I got was these Winsor and Newton watercolor. I bought actually 4 colors here. One is open right now because I was impatient. Sorry for that. I've got PAYNES GREY, INDIGO, Indian Red, and Permanent Rose. Now these are colors that I use often because I paint portraits, so hence I got these. PAYNES GREY is actually my one of the favorite colors. It's so pretty blue. It's muted. Let's watch this. This is Permanent Rose. Let's watch. I'm taking a very little amount because these are expensive. Can't waste a lot of it. This is Indian Red. Not working. And the medium is coming out, not the paint. Not a good sign. Whatever. Then this is Indigo. Indigo is nice. Everything except the Indian Rose, Indian Red is working good. I don't know what happened with the Indian Red. And this is PAYNES GREY, my favorite. Okay, PAYNES GREY also is in the same condition. I don't know what to do with the medium. I should mix it with the paint, but paint is in the tube, so I don't know what to do. Let's watch it. Here is my Artios mop brush, size 0. I'm using a small brush, a little bit of water. This is the Permanent Rose. Such a pretty color. It's highly pigmented also. Let's see how it looks diluted. Such a pretty color. Actually, in standard watercolor sets, you don't get a pink like this. Hence, I bought a pink. I know it's a standard pink, but all you get is a carmine, and that's not what we always want for portraits. Sometimes you want very vibrant colors, which I was unable to achieve all these years. This is the Indian Red. This looks like a brown. I think it's due to the medium. I think I should put a little bit more because it's not very pigmented right now. I know I wasted a lot of pigment, but I need to swatch it. It's a brown, it's not red. It's like a very earthy tone. Very pigmented as well. It's really pigmented. Pigments are fine. Like, it's not very rough, which happens with earthy tones like these. I think I did a mistake by bringing Indian Red because it doesn't match the cover at all. It's basically burnt sienna to me. Let's try Indigo now. It's time for Indigo. Wow, such a beautiful color. Not very pigmented, I would say. I know it's looked dark, but when you dilute it, it can be easily diluted. For example, when I swatched the Indian Red, no matter how much water I apply, it was still very dark. No, that's not the case with this Indigo. So usually it happens with watercolor that blues are not that pigmented. Earthy tones are. Now it's time for PAYNES GREY. Ooh. really good. I'm not happy with this Paynes Grey. I think it looks very black to me. It literally looks very black to me. It should be more blue in my opinion. Or maybe, I don't, from what I know, Winsor Newton's Paynes Grey is very bluish. I've heard that, but it's not, so I'm a bit disappointed. Let's see what it looks like diluted, undiluted. A very dark. I can use this Paynes Grey instead of black, but only in cold, like cool tone areas. I cannot use this in warm toned areas. Okay, so my favorite out of this is Indigo. And Permanent Rose. These two are my favorite colors. I'm feeling very sad because I spent like $220 on each of the paints and I don't like two of them, but I have to make a good use out of it. So yeah, that's all for today. When I think I should paint something in these. This Paynes Grey is very textured. Maybe it's because that medium, the same thing happened. See, there is the clear medium binder that is separated. I think it's due to the binder, but I'm not sure. This Paynes Grey looks very textured. It doesn't look fine as the pink one, permanent pink. Even the earthy tone Indian red is finer than that. So it's noticed quality unnoticed. That's all for today. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and this unboxing / review of things I got. I'll do a painting with them and then I'll show you guys in the future. I hope I use these paints a lot. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you. Bye.